Hi everybody, so let's make some reading plans for June. It's already June, but so I already have the list that I completed for May. I'm going to just open my June page. I am going to put this on the first page of the month of June, so I have this weekly plan on one side and I also have the other side blank, and I already have a book that I've been reading, and it is Look Closer by Robert Douglas-Fairhurst. So look closer. Is already number one on my list. That's a non-fiction. And I do have another fiction work that I'm still reading from May, and it's Corine or Italy. It has moved up on my priority list, so now I am making a bit more strides on it. Madame de Stäel. I am trying to avoid the impulse to start reading a George Eliot book, given how much she's mentioned in the book I'm currently reading. So I also have a few authors that I really want to get to, and one of them that has been on my mind for a while is just a simple book. I need a short book. Politics. Yep, I think I'm gonna have this one. Juan Gabriel Vasquez. Reputations. And then I have comedy. I think maybe we should do comedy and put the Iliad on the side. I really want to read it. I just want to read it. Maybe we should put this on the side. Comedy. Do I feel like it? Oh, this will be one of those books that I don't know. I don't want to read it, actually. Let's do Freud's. Well, Nabokov really didn't like Freud, so this is going to be hard to add a Nabokov here. Maybe I should do Tragedy. This is a quick read, but it's quite academic in a good way, because I wanted to read it before I read the Iliad. So it's still the Iliad, and also I have the Antigone. I do have Antigone and other stories. Maybe I should read this one. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. The Iliad will have to wait. And I'm gonna read this and this. And then I have an aesthetics book. So I don't know how this fits into my writing. This is more philosophy and it's non-fiction. But it's quite I think I'll read it. I need the tools that this book has for my writing. So it's gonna be 2 non-fiction. I don't know if I want to read a Freud too. No, I'm not going to read this. So no comedy for me. No comedy. I guess that settles it. Which means that we have room for... So we have 2 non-fiction. We have a tragedy. We have fiction, political fiction. And I want to read a travel log type of fiction. And that is going to be, where was it? It's this one. I'm gonna stick to France and Italy. Yeah, I want to read this because I have Corine, Italy, so I'm now making much more progress on that on my Kindle. And this is about an Englishman who travels to, well, Corine, Italy is about this Englishman who travels to Italy, and she's given a tour of the various buildings and beautiful structures by this famous, let's say by today's standards, socialite woman who is very attractive and quite loved by the city. And then they are both falling in love with each other. So yeah, that sounds just about right. And then so I have travelogue-ish kind of stuff, and now I need fun fiction. Let's see. Oh, I want to read this actually. This is gonna be my fun easy fiction novel, and I think it's a second of, maybe it's the first of a second of a book. I hope it's the first one. First in the series, I think. I hope it is. I can't try and go find the second part. Yeah, I'm gonna read this because this is about this woman who is telling her story. So this is gonna be my big fiction book. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't count those. And then I need one more fun book. That's not a fun book. This is a fun book, I think. This is quite, yeah, this should be good, but it's not exactly like a fun book. It's actually very well written, so let's do that. And then should I read the Magda's Osborne? A lot of women's books. These are mostly classics, so that's why I'm quite excited about them. I am not going to be reading any new publications. I think then Nabokov can come in because I'm still fresh out of Lolita, and I think that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we don't count those so that I still have room for anything that I might be interested in. So I have Look Closer, and then I have this. So let's do a countdown, and basically hopefully I do not end up trying to get more books. I do have other books that I'm reading that I will not repeat on this video. So Look Closer by Robert Douglas-Fairhurst. That's the non-fiction. And then I have Aesthetics by Harold Osborne. And then I have Tragedy, which is a critical essay. It's more like a guideline. These are short series of books that gives a study of stylistic devices. So I actually have two. I have the tragedy one, and I probably have satire. I have one more, I just don't remember which one it is. We'll find out when I have to read it. And then I have Nabokov's Look at the Harlequin. It's more of a author's, so it's like a fictional autobiography of Nabokov, kind of himself. It's one of the last books that he wrote. I think it's the last one actually. This is printed, might be the last one. And then I have Reputations, which is political philosophy or political fiction by Juan Gabriel Vasquez, and it's by a Colombian author. So, and then I have a Greek tragedy by Sophocles, Antigone, and Other Tragedies. I've been wanting to read this, so I think it should be time that I get to it, because it should be quite easier and faster to get through than the Iliad. And then I have Gamel Woolsey's One Way of Love. This is a book that had been plagued by being constantly banned when it came out. And then I have a fun one. This is Jane Harris's The Observations. Someone I know recommended Jane Harris because he loves reading her, and she is she's also what do we call this? She has that she has synesthesia, the author. So she sees colors in words, yeah, something like that. And then I have Madame de Stael's Corine. It's on my Kindle, and I have already read much, somehow 20% of it, but I should be able to make more progress now that it's on top of my fiction priority, because so far I'm only reading these two right now as a cool-off period. And then I have this fictional work. It's Laurence Sterne's A Sentimental Journey Through France and Italy, and this is a travelogue fiction, sort of, so I'm interested in that. So yeah, these are my books that I plan to read in June, so we'll see how it goes. I already have written an article about the books I wanted to highlight from my reading list for May, so that's already uploaded on my Substack. This has been quite chaotic as usual, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.